Ah, shit, dude. The Patriots are. Oh, the Patriots
Antonio
are
Brown's
so
not who we
good.
thought he was. We thought he was going over there to help us all out, but he's I don't know.
Why are the Patriots so good? I understand. Today they just thrashed the Dolphins 43 to nothing.
I mean, the Dolphins are tanking. The Dolphins are obviously
Let's not talk
tanking.
about
If you
Dolphins,
get beat by 40 plus points,
but they still manhandled the Steelers 33 to 3.
that was impressive.
That is a statement
That was
if
impressive.
I've ever seen one in my life. Yeah. Um, is NFL fans, especially non-Boston fans, and fans that hate the Patriots, like every good NFL fan should, um, we're fucked.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is
No,
gonna be a
they look dangerous.
this is gonna be like a 13-3, fucking Patriots, dude.
Yeah, because they won 33-6 last week,
Yep. Might
and
as well
this week
just
they won 42 to 0,
43 nothing. Their
43
defense
nothing.
had 2 touchdowns, had 4 interceptions and 2 pick sixes.
That one-handed pick six by Jamie
Oh
Collins.
my fuck! He jogged the last 30 yards.
No one was coming to get him. They had given up at
Oh
that
no, they
point.
had the lineman. He had to high step over, but that was about it.
That was about it.
Oh, that was yeah.
And don't give
Once
up.
again, of
That's
course,
the
we
one
are
thing we
a
learned.
yes. Of course, you guys know this, through the podcast, through 3 episodes so far, through our Twitter account. We are a very professional radio show
Very professional.
and absolutely
Nothing but the facts.
unbiased and unopinionated.
Yeah,
Unopinionated podcast. Yeah, I could say that without laughing. But
yeah,
of
exactly.
course, one of the commandments we have for this podcast is fuck Boston. And
Fuck boss.
you guys could say that I could get some whiny ass Patriots fans trying to talk shit about you're biased, you're just salty. Yeah, a little bit. I'm a little salty, but
Yeah, a little
I'm
bit.
proud. I'm proud to just say fuck Boston in every
I am.
sport. Fuck them.
Because I feel like after Belichick and Tom Brady are gone, you guys are going to be trash. You guys are going to be the Dolphins.
Let's hope so, dude. I really in 50 years when Tom Brady's cybernetics wears out and he has to retire from football, um,
I'm going to laugh.
I'm so
I'm going to
scared.
laugh.
The Patriots are gonna be good for like another 5 years just to spite the rest of the league,
Yeah.
and we could all trace this back to the Jets. No, the Browns. Belichick used to be coach of the Browns.
Yeah.
Fuck the Browns.
But you know who I blame?
By transitive properly.
Drew Bledsoe. I'd blame Drew Bledsoe for not being better and having Tom Brady be traded for somebody else
Do you
for
know?
assets.
Do you know who I blame? I blame the Jets for injuring Drew Bledsoe.
Exactly.
The
If they
Jets
didn't do that, Drew
brought
Bledsoe
Tom
would have
Brady
stayed.
into this world, and they haven't been able to take him out.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to follow up. If you're gonna bring him into this world, you gotta take him out.
Fuck you, Jets. Okay,
Fuck you, Jet.
moving on from the Patriots. Kyler Murray might be good.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, right? Today, of course, last week he led a. Do we still call it a comeback even though they tied?
I mean, yeah, it was a pretty big comeback.
Okay, they
It
came
just wasn't a
back.
comeback win.
Okay, so the last week against the Lions, the Cardinals came back to not lose. Yeah.
Tied the game 27-27.
Yeah, today the Cardinals played in Baltimore, lost 23-17. Kyler Murray went 25 for 40 with 350 yards, but no touchdowns, but also no interceptions. So that's
Mm-hmm.
yardage wise, that's pretty damn good.
He's the first quarterback to throw for 300 yards in his first 2 games since Cam Newton in 2011.
Huh. But also, we know where Cam Newton is now. Washed up.
Yeah, but
And,
back in 2011,
Oh, no. Oh, he was great in 2011. No, he was good all the way up into 2015 until the Super Bowl.
yeah,
The Broncos I think, could take ownership of destroying Cam Newton's career, because Cam Newton
Yeah.
has not been the same since he didn't go for that fumble.
Mm-hmm.
It,
Agree.
it's just how it is. But of course, Kyler Murray had another good game today. He got some. He has a passing yardage. He's had interception troubles in week 1, but he also got one. He also threw it for a touchdown. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see how the air raid offense works out. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a project, but I feel like it might come out good in the end. They're staying competitive with all these teams. Like Baltimore blew out the Dolphins last week. I know it's the Dolphins, but at the same time, I feel like they stayed there until the end. Like they were competitive until the end of the
Yeah,
game,
no, this
which is
is
something they couldn't do last season.
the Cardinals' offense is definitely something to keep your eye on for weekly. We'll see where they are like halfway through the season.
Yep.
Going along with the Arizona Baltimore game. Yeah, Lamar Jackson's still good.
Still good.
He stayed hot from last week. Of course, he threw like five. He had 5 total touchdowns last week, like 400 something yards, just something stupid. This week
Yeah.
he went 24 for 37. Didn't have the yardage as he did last week. Only threw for 272 yards. But he got a couple tugs, no interceptions. That's 7 touchdowns on the year, no interceptions. That's good stats right there.
Yeah, he's doing great. I feel like everyone doubted him, and a couple people like me who did believe that he was a great quarterback are starting to get their money's worth. He's showing out now.
Of course, Marquise Brown, Hollywood, also had a respectable game today. 8 catches for 86 yards. Nothing like he had last week, but is a rookie. 8 for 86 is solid.
He did have the game-winning catch, though. He caught a pass for about I forgot how many yards it was exactly. I think it was about 15 on the sideline to get the first down to where they were able to run the clock out.
Solid.
So he ended up having a pretty good game.
And sometimes that's better than a touchdown. At least in the case of this game, it was. Moving on from that, another game that took place today that we briefly mentioned earlier. The Chargers, dude, losing 10-13 to the Lions. Philip Rivers
Very
coming
surprising.
in the opposite of clutch, attempting a game-winning drive in the 4th quarter. He throws a pick. No touchdowns on the game. It was just obviously there was no offense.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant.
Darius Slay came out with the game-winning interception.
Darius Slay is one of the
put
better
the game
cornerbacks
away.
of the league, without a doubt.
Exactly. So
just feel bad that
you
he's
can't
on
really
the
say
Lions.
anything bad about him, but
No.
yeah.
Yeah. Austin Eckler also had another solid week. 17 for 66 isn't the best, but he had the Chargers only touchdown. He's definitely been carrying the load. Try and pick up from Melvin Gordon. Philip Rivers
He's a
actually
good player.
had the highest average today. He had 1 rush for 12 yards. So that's a 12-yard average. I got to put a little respect to that, I guess.
Yeah.
He's mobile. About as mobile as Big Ben is nowadays. Sweet fuck. See, speaking of Big Ben, there are a couple quarterbacks injured today. Ben Roethlisberger went out of the game at halftime with a elbow injury,
Elbow.
and Drew Brees left the game today after the 1st quarter with a hand injury. He was sitting on the
he hit it right
sideline, not
on,
even able to grip a ball
somebody's
after it
helmet.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Donald gave him a really hard high five in the pocket.
Yep. Old quarterbacks are starting to get hurt. Maybe it's starting to be the passing of the torch.
Oh, please, Tom Brady. Please, Tom Brady.
No, I don't think Tom Brady's getting hurt.
No, he's not getting hurt. He's a cyborg. He's not human. That dirty
Not
vegan
at all.
is not human. Fuck you, TB12, that whole program he has.
Yeah.
I need to stop talking
Good
about
for
the
him.
Patriots.
Yeah.
That's going to sound like a salty bitch.
Tired of
Little Barry McCockner scene right there. Jeez. I think he's the one person that hates the Patriots more than anyone. I respect it.
Me too.
Of course, everyone knows this, but Kirk Cousins is still extremely overpaid.
Oh yeah, the internet thrashed him today after today's
Man, he
game.
gets thrashed every. It wasn't even prime time this week, and he's still fucked up.
I don't know how you do it. I
That
don't know
that's
how he does
still
it at all.
that contract was 3 years, 84 million guaranteed, something like that. That has to be that has to go down in history as one of the worst contracts in NFL history, without a doubt.
No, someone
Um,
still offered Jamarcus Russell a contract in the first place.
oh, you mean the dude? Oh man, I love this story about Jamarcus Russell. This is when he was with the Raiders. I believe it was. I think it was during the season, but he was notorious for not watching film or just giving a fuck about anything. And
Hmm.
so the Raiders sent him home with tape on their upcoming team. I forgot who they're playing, but they sent him home to go study the film. And so he comes back to practice the next day. The coaches, Raiders coaches, ask him what he saw in the film. He just kind of gives them really general and vague answers, and then the coaches tell him that there is nothing. They gave him a blank tape. Oh, that'd be
That had to
embarrassing.
hurt.
Oh,
Had to hurt.
that's just embarrassing, dude. How you not even turn it
How did
on?
you go that far to not even like
There's
30
a
seconds
difference
and be like, okay,
between
this is blitz packages.
there's a difference between like just scanning through the film. Every athlete's done that. We haven't really felt like watching film, so we'll just skip through it, try to get the gist of it, and just get a glance at the team. But he didn't even
Yeah,
put
just so you
in
know a
the
little
tape
bit.
and watch the first 5 seconds of it.
He didn't even put it in. You can have at least put it in, just had it playing in the background.
Exactly.
You didn't have to watch it. You could just have it playing in the background. You just glance at it a couple times while you're eating all those hot dogs.
Oh, that fat fuck. Yeah.
300-pound quarterback.
Of course, he's not as good as a hefty lefty, Gerald Lorenzen. Rest in peace. God bless
Rest in
his soul.
peace. Yep. God
Goat.
bless his soul. Lefty lefty.
Goat. Yeah. But some interesting stories coming out of the league today. Um, this is going to be a crazy ass season. It's only week 2, and I just am already losing control. One more thing I want to talk about what just happened before we started recording. Ref ball, big time. The Broncos, who are playing the Bears in Denver, for the Broncos home opener. Kind of just a shit game. It was 6-3 halftime for the Bears. The Broncos are down 13-6, driving late fourth quarter within 2 minutes. Score a touchdown with 30 seconds to go. Then they line up for the 2-point conversion. So at this point, they're down 13-12. They line up for the 2-point conversion and go for the win. They get flagged for a delay of game. So then they bring out Brad McManus. Normally he just splits the gooch without issue. The field goal, the PAT goes wide right, but the Bears lined up offsides. So then the Broncos they go for the 2-point conversion again from the 1, get it, and then kick the ball off from the 25. Just one of the most atrocious roughing the passer calls I've ever seen in my entire life. It was a perfect hit on the quarterback by Bradley Chubb that forced an incompletion. He didn't even hit the head, and they called it roughing the passer, which of course moved up to moved all the way up to their 40. Then the incompletion, 4th down and 10. Have to pick up like 20 yards against field goal range. They pick up 25, but the time ran out when the play was blown dead. But the refs huddle up and give the Bears one more second because they said the Bears were able to get a timeout with zero point 0.2 seconds left to go in the game or some extreme bullshit like that. Line up, the Bears actually make a field goal and win a game. Fuck ref ball, dude.